Chapter 2, Understanding the Weather, Question Answers from Grade 7, Subject Social Science. The big questions. Question 1, how can we measure and monitor the weather around us? Answer, we can measure and monitor the weather using special instruments, thermometers, measure temperature, rain gauges, measure rainfall, barometers, measure atmospheric pressure, anemometer, measure wind speed, wind vanes, show wind direction, hygrometers, measure humidity. All these instruments help meteorologists collect weather data which is recorded and studied regularly. Question 2, how do weather predictions help us prepare for events like heavy rain, storms, drought, and heat waves? Answer, weather predictions help us get ready and stay safe. Heavy rain, we can carry umbrellas and avoid waterlogged areas. Storms, we stay indoors and keep emergency items ready. Drought, farmers can save water and plan irrigation. Heat waves, we drink more water and avoid going out in the heat. Page 28, let's explore. What are some of the words in your local language that you use to describe the weather? Hot, cold, warm, chilly, crisp, pleasant, and so on are commonly used terms in English. Answer, in Hindi, we use गर्मी for hot weather, ठंड for cold weather, सुहावना मौसम for pleasant weather, ठंडी हवा और हल्की ठंड for chilly weather, बारिश for rainy weather, उमस for humid or sticky weather, ठंडी हवा लग रही है for cool breeze. Page 29. Think about it. Let us imagine that Krishnan from Chennai is speaking with Amir in Kashmir. Krishnan tells Amir that it has become chilly in Chennai after it rained the previous night. Amir asks him how cold it is. How will Krishnan explain to Amir how cold it is? After all, what is cold for Krishnan may be quite pleasant for Amir. Answer, Krishna from Chennai tells Amir from Kashmir that it's chilly after last night's rain. He says the temperature dropped to 22 degrees Celsius, which feels cold for people in Chennai because they are used to hot, humid weather. He even wore a light sweater. Amir is surprised because 22 degrees Celsius feels pleasant to him. Kashmir gets much colder. This shows that people feel temperatures differently depending on where they live. Page 29, let's explore. What do you think could be some other reasons to measure the weather more precisely? Answer, daily planning helps us dress properly or carry an umbrella. Farming, farmers know when to plant or harvest crops. Disaster safety, early warnings for floods, storms, or droughts. Travel, pilots and drivers stay safe from bad weather. Environment, scientists study climate and pollution changes. Page 30, let's explore. Talk to elders in your neighborhood and ask them how they predict the weather. What signs do they observe? Document any sayings in your regional language that refer to weather prediction. Answer, elders may use traditional knowledge as ants carrying eggs indicates heavy rain, loud croaking of frogs, rain is near, dark clouds and cool breeze, storm is coming. Let's explore page 32. Here's a chart of the temperature of a city in Madhya Pradesh. What is the maximum temperature recorded in the week shown here? What is the minimum? Calculate the range. Answer. So friends, this is the data. Maximum temperature recorded 32 degrees Celsius on 3rd March 2025. This one. Minimum temperature recorded 14 degrees Celsius on 5th March 2025. This one. Temperature range is equals to maximum temperature minus minimum temperature. So 32 degrees Celsius minus 14 degrees Celsius is equals to 18 degrees Celsius. So the range is 18 degrees Celsius. Page 33. Let's explore. Remember the conversation between Krishnan and Amir. If Krishnan said it was 20 degrees Celsius in Chennai and he was feeling a little cold, he and Amir would have a measure they could understand. What do you think Amir's reaction to Krishnan's statement might be? Answer. Amir might be surprised and say 20 degrees Celsius is not cold. It feels nice here in Madhya Pradesh. This shows that people feel temperature differently based on where they live. Krishnan is used to hot weather in Chennai, so 20 degrees Celsius feels cold to him, but Amir finds it normal. Let's explore page 34. Make a rain gauge as shown in the diagram above. Place the rain gauge in an open area away from objects that might obstruct rain. Ensure that the rain gauge is on a flat surface and will not tilt or topple with the wind. Using the measuring scale, record the amount of rainwater collected at the same time every day for a month. If there is snow, allow it to melt before taking the measurement. Calculate the average rainfall for every week in that month and comment on the variation from week to week. Answer. You will record rainfall every day for a month and calculate weekly averages. Example for 1 week. Total rainfall 35 mm. Average 35 divided by 7 because 7 is the number of days in a week is equals to 5 mm per day. This helps you understand how rainfall changes from week to week. Think about it, page 35. Why do you think it would be important to measure atmospheric pressure? Who are the people most likely to use such measurements? Answer. Measuring atmospheric pressure is important because it helps predict the weather. Low pressure may mean rain or storms, and high pressure means clear skies. It gives warnings for disasters like cyclones and thunderstorms. Pilots need it for safe flying. It helps people with health problems like migraines. Scientists study it to understand the weather and climate. Sailors and fishermen use it to avoid storms at sea. People who use it include weather experts, meteorologists, pilots and airlines, farmers, sailors and fishermen, mountaineers, scientists and researchers. Think about it, page 36. Have you seen seeds like these flying in the wind? What would happen to the seeds if there was no wind? Answer. Yes, I have seen seeds like these flying in the wind. If there was no wind, seeds would fall near the parent plant. They would grow too close together and compete for sunlight, water, and space. Some might not grow at all. Seeds wouldn't reach new places, and fewer new plants would grow. Over time, some plants might disappear because their seeds can't spread properly. Page 37. Let's explore. Where do you think humidity is likely to be more? Kochi or Jaipur? You might guess that Kochi has higher humidity than Jaipur because it is located near the sea. But how will we know for sure? If we had to compare the humidity level between Kochi and Mangaluru, how would we do it? Discuss with your classmates. Answer. Humidity is likely higher in Kochi because it is near the sea. To compare Kochi and Mangaluru, we can measure humidity using a hygrometer and compare the readings. Page 38. Think about it. If the humidity in Delhi is at 52% while in Kochi it is 84%, in which of the two places are wet clothes likely to dry faster? And where are you likely to sweat more, assuming the temperature is the same in both places? Answer. Clothes dry faster in Delhi, 52% humidity. You will sweat more in Kochi, 84% humidity, because sweat does not evaporate quickly in high humidity. Page 41. Let's explore. Discuss in pairs different situations in which weather predictions are helpful. Make a list, and after you have completed it, share it and discuss it with the pair sitting next to you. How many different categories of situations have you been able to identify? Answer. First, farming, planning, sowing and harvesting. Second, travel, avoiding delays or dangerous routes. Third, fishing, warning about storms. Fourth, health, avoiding heat stroke or cold exposure. Fifth, events, postponing or moving outdoor functions. Sixth, disaster management, preparing for floods, cyclones, etc. Next, what do you observe happening on that day? What are the various weather conditions that the IMD is alerting people to? Answer. On 19th May 2024, the IMD issued alerts for Severe heat wave conditions in parts of northwest India, including Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, and Rajasthan. Extremely heavy rainfall in Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Heavy rainfall in regions like Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, and Assam and Meghalaya. Thunderstorms with lightning and gusty winds in parts of central and eastern India, including Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, and Bihar. Hot and humid weather over Konkan and Goa. Next, which states have warning signs? Answer: states under red alert or significant warnings on 19 May 2024 included Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, and Rajasthan for severe heat wave conditions, Tamil Nadu and Kerala for extremely heavy rainfall, Assam and Meghalaya for very heavy rainfall. Next, which parts of India are likely to be free from severe weather? Answer: regions likely to experience normal weather conditions without severe alerts included parts of western India such as Maharashtra, excluding Vidarbha, central India areas not under heat wave or rainfall warnings, portions of eastern India not affected by thunderstorms or heavy rainfall. Next, which states are likely to face heat wave conditions? Answer: states forecasted to experience heat wave or severe heat wave conditions included Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, and Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, both western and eastern parts, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, and Odisha. Next, what are the causes for warning in Tripura and Lakshadweep? Answer: Tripura. The warning was due to cyclonic circulation over northeast Assam, leading to widespread rainfall accompanied by thunderstorms, lightning, and gusty winds. Lakshadweep. The alert was issued because of isolated heavy rainfall expected during 19 to 22 May 2024. Next, questions and activities. Question 1. Match the instrument with the weather element it measures. Answer: hygrometer. D. Humidity. Second, anemometer. C. Wind direction and speed. Third, barometer. B. Atmospheric pressure. Fourth, thermometer. E. Temperature. Fifth, rain gauge. A. Precipitation. So friends, you can note it down. Now let's move forward. Question 2. Jyotsana is deciding what clothes to pack for her school trip to Mumbai in June. She looks at the weather forecast which predicts 29 degrees Celsius and 84% humidity. What would be your advice to her? Answer: weather forecast for Mumbai in June, temperature 29 degrees Celsius, humidity 84%. Advice to Jyotsana: Jyotsana should pack light cotton clothes that are loose fitting and comfortable. She should also carry a raincoat or umbrella since June is the beginning of the monsoon season in Mumbai. Because of high humidity, she should avoid heavy clothing. Question 3. Imagine that a small group of students is setting up a rain gauge. Here are some options for the site. First, the school vegetable garden. Second, the terrace of the school building. Third, open ground with elevated platform. Fourth, compound wall of school. Fifth, veranda of the school laboratory. Discuss in your group and finalize the site. Write down the reasons for your decision. Answer: best site for setting up a rain gauge. Chosen site 3. Open ground with elevated platform. Reasons: it is open and not blocked by buildings or trees, so it can collect rainfall properly. The elevated platform ensures that water does not splash in or out and prevents groundwater from entering. It will not be disturbed by human activity, unlike the veranda or wall. Question 4. Below is a chart taken from IMD, Jammu and Kashmir. Looking at the data available, write a short script to report the weather conditions in different parts of Jammu and Kashmir on the date shown. Hint: cover the temperature range, maximum and minimum temperatures, humidity, precipitation, etc. Daily weather parameters: Jammu and Kashmir evening. Date: 1st February 2024. ACT means actual, NOR means normal, DEP is departure from normal, RF is rainfall, SN is snowfall, TR means trace amount. So friends, let's see the script. Weather report Jammu and Kashmir 1st February 2024. Good evening. Here's the weather report for today across Jammu and Kashmir. Srinagar recorded a maximum temperature of 6.5 degrees Celsius, which is 2.4 degrees Celsius below normal, and a minimum of 0.2 degrees Celsius. There was only a trace of snowfall. Humidity was high at 89% throughout the day. Kazigand experienced cooler temperatures with a maximum of 3.2 degrees Celsius and a minimum of minus 0.4 degrees Celsius, both well below normal. It received 11.8 mm of rainfall and 10 cm of snow. Humidity stayed high at 97% in the morning and 90% in the evening. Pahalgam was even colder, reaching a low of minus 4.1 degrees Celsius and a high of 1.1 degrees Celsius. There was 6 mm of rain and 8 cm of snow with 96% humidity. Kupwara saw a high of 5.1 degrees Celsius and a low of minus 0.7 degrees Celsius with 0.5 mm of rain and no snowfall. Humidity remained high at 97%. Kukarnak had temperatures between 2.6 degrees Celsius and minus 1.4 degrees Celsius, receiving 12 mm of rain and 8 centimeters of snow. Evening humidity reached 97%. Gulmarg was the coldest, with a low of minus 7.6 degrees Celsius and a high of minus 2.6 degrees Celsius. It received 8.2 mm of rain and 6.35 centimeters of snow. Evening humidity peaked at 100%. Muzaffarabad reported a maximum of 8.5 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 5.6 degrees Celsius, with 25.8 mm of rainfall and high humidity at 93%. That's the weather update for today. Stay warm and safe. So, friends, we have completed all these question answers from chapter 2, Understanding the Weather. We have already studied the short notes and summary of this chapter. You can find the link in the description and on the screen. If you like the video, kindly like it and share it with your friends. Also, subscribe to my channel. We will meet in the next video. Thank you for watching.